How are you? I was playing with my new toy. Did you have a good Christmas? Did you have a good Hanukkah? I did. This I actually just bought for myself, though. Nobody gave it to me. Doesn't he look happy? Smile, bright eyes. But what if his day is not going so well? Then, wait for it. Mmm. You have days like this? I have days like this where I feel really frowny. I thought this was pretty cool because it's fun to pop him back and forth. Happy? I don't know. What would you call that? Sad? With his face turned down like that? Eyes pointed a little? Maybe he's angry. Maybe somebody broke his new toy, or I don't know, got in an argument with him. Maybe wouldn't let him watch Bluey, and he wanted to. I love to watch Bluey. I just thought that was fun. There, I'm gonna leave him like this, leave him happy. And then I found this. This is what someone thinks a cold germ looks like. Have you been sniffly? I think a lot of people have been sniffly. So this is just a stuffy of what a cold germ looks like. Colds are very, very tiny. They can get in through your nose and in your mouth. So I wash my hands all the time so I don't catch cold. I think he's kind of silly. I'm just going to leave him there. Do you have time for a story? Do you have time for 2 stories? I hope so. I've missed reading to you. We've been all busy with the holidays. A lot of people telling me, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. And I don't actually celebrate Christmas, but I don't think they're being mean and telling me I have to celebrate Christmas. I think when someone says Merry Christmas, they're just being kind and they're saying, be happy. That's a happy day for me. I want you to be happy too. I want you to have joy. So when someone says that to me, even though I don't celebrate Christmas, I say, Merry Christmas, because I think it was nice of them to wish me well and to want me to be happy. Speaking of happy, are you happy when you read an old story over and over? Maybe Story of the Three Little Pigs, or The Three Little Bears and Goldilocks? Well, our friend Tacky, and Tacky, of course, is not so tacky, has Tackylocks and the Three Bears. Would you like to hear it? I'm guessing that you're saying, oh yes. Of course, Helen Lester wrote the book and Lynn Munsinger illustrated it. They are another dream team. They do great work. Wash my glasses. I got new glasses. They're green. I am not going to step on them. They'll be in the case or on my face. So I'm going to take better care of them. In a nice icy land, something was happening. I don't smell trouble yet. What's happening? Blared Tacky the penguin as he came across his companions. Goodly, lovely, angel, neatly and perfect. A play, they replied. That's what's happening. Play! Shrieked Tacky in delight. Play! Love it, love it, love it. Ooh. Did you get excited about things? Yeah. He waddled off at full speed and was back in a moment. I'm ready. Oh my goodness, look at that getup. I think Tacky is ready for anything. No, Tacky, a play. We're going to perform a play about the Three Bears for Mrs. Beakley's school. Have you ever performed? Maybe dancing? Maybe you played an instrument? I don't know. Now, first, we must each choose a part. A part of what? Wondered Tacky. To choose a part, each penguin put a flipper into the bowl and drew out a piece of paper. Goodly and Lovely were proud to be announcers. Angel, Neatly, and Perfect were pleased to be the three bears. And Tacky, uh-oh. Let's see. If we already have three bears, which character could be missing from the story? Think about that. Hold your answer right here. Someone in the three bears. Do you have the answer? Right when I count to three, I want you to whisper it. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I imagine you are all saying Goldilocks. For a whole week, Goodly, Lovely, Angel, Neatly, and Perfect practiced their lines. Welcome to our play. Someone's taken a wee nibble of my porridge. Someone's been sitting in my chair. Someone's been sleeping in my bed. This ends our play. Tacky practiced his lines too. Look at them. They're getting very fancy and formal. Look at the lines he's practicing. Lines can be the words in a play. I think he's practicing tally marks. A lot of my kindergarten friends practice tally marks. At last, the day of the play arrived. The penguin players, even Tacky, knew their lines by heart. But this time, it would be the real thing, with real costumes, and real porridge, and real chairs, and real looking beds. Now I think I smell a little trouble. Right on time, the audience arrived and took their seats. Sort of. Look at that. I think there's shenanigans. Welcome to our play, announced Goodly. No one listened. Welcome to our play, he tried again in a louder voice. Welcome to our... Never mind. Oh. I feel like that sometimes. Do you? Like, oh my gosh, nobody's going to listen. Oh. Looks like we have a tough audience, said Goodly. Everyone was nervous. Almost everyone. You think Tacky looks nervous? No, I don't think so either. Onto the stage waddled the three penguin bears to do their official song and dance. We're bears without hairs, but who really cares? We're smart, and this is art. So there's... Then it was Tacky's turn. Are you ready for this? I think we all know Tacky is his own bird. He skipped on stage and right into the table. He hadn't tried his skipping shoes before. Ooh, it's Tackylocks, cried the audience. He looks pretty spiffy. In a loud and clear voice, Tacky spoke his lines. This porridge is too hot. But he ate it anyway. This porridge is too cold. But he ate it anyway. And this porridge is just right. With the just right porridge, he had no choice. He ate it. Now, thought Tacky, if I could only find a little something for dessert. It would only take a moment. Perhaps there might be just the right something in the cabinet. Tacky dragged over the biggest chair. He put the middle-sized chair on the big chair, put the little chair on the middle-sized chair, climbed up to the top, stood on tiptoe, and... Do you want to look? I want to look, but I think trouble. Should I open my eyes? I have to, or I can't read the story. A penguin full of porridge does not fall like a snowflake. Cool, cheered the little fuzzy ones. Look at that. He had a big tumble. And they thought it was pretty neat. Tacky felt lucky that the next scene was in the bedroom, for a little rest would feel good. Thinking cozy thoughts, he waddled to the big bed. It was too hard, for it was merely a stage bed, and beneath the covers was only a pile of ice blocks. I don't think that sounds very comfortable. I don't know, maybe for a penguin it would be comfortable. This bed is too hard, said Tackylocks, and he went to the middle-sized bed. This bed is too soft. It too was only a stage bed, and under the covers was a rubber raft. Oh, well, that's a pretty clever way to make a bed. So Tackylocks rolled all of the bedding over to the little bed. The little bed was a real bed. This bed is just right, Tackylocks said. And with that, he wiggled under the whole pile of blankets and pillows and disappeared. He disappeared. Do you ever do that? It was raining today. My friend Alex said climbs under the covers when there's a rainstorm. We're home and hungry as bears, announced the three bears as they marched on stage. Papa Bear held the large empty bowl and cried, "Someone has taken a little taste of my porridge." Little? I don't know. "In a tiny nibble of mine," added Mama, holding another very empty bowl. Baby Bear wailed, "You think you have trouble? My porridge is all gone." This sounded pretty silly since he wasn't the only one with an empty bowl. Look at that. "We need to sit in our chairs and discuss this," said the three bears. Papa Bear said, "Someone has been sitting in my..." Where, chair? Mama Bear said, "Someone has been sitting in my..." Wait a minute. Baby Bear said, "Someone has been..." Oh, never mind. This play was not going at all as they had planned. That does happen sometimes. I plan a play or want to do something, and it just doesn't happen the way you think it will. The frazzled bears marched to the bedroom. "Someone has been sleeping in my pile of ice blocks," growled Papa Bear. "Someone has been sleeping in my rubber raft too," added Mama. And Baby Bear squealed, "Someone has been sleeping in my bed, and that someone is still there, I hope." The three penguins dug desperately. Where could Tacky be? Finally, Baby Bear cried, "I've got it by the beak." Uh-oh. What do you think's going to happen next? Do you remember who's under all the covers? The bears threw pillows to and fro until all of Tacky appeared and shouted, "Pillow fight!" "Hooray!" yelled the audience. Oh, look at that. I don't remember the other story ending that way, but this seems to work for them. Tackylocks was an odd bird, but a nice bird to have around. I think Tacky was kind of the star of the show. And Tacky didn't have to be all ooh fancy. Tacky was just Tacky. When you are just yourself, then you are perfectly wonderful. I like that. Makes me a little hungry. Now remember, I said, do you have time for 2 stories? I have another story. It's about a bird, maybe a few birds, and these birds fly, but they only fly when they're underwater. Birds that fly underwater. I think that penguins look like they're flying when they're underwater. They're very graceful. They open their wings. They move beautifully. It's just a different kind of flying. Underwater flying. This is 3 cheers for Tacky. Also, Ellen Lester and Lynn Munsinger. Another dream team. Once there lived a group of penguins in a nice icy land. One was goodly, one was lovely, one was angel, one was neatly, and one was perfect. And one was Tacky. Tacky was an odd bird. You know, the word odd just means different or unusual. It doesn't have to mean a bad thing. It's okay to be different. It's okay to be odd. It just means you're unusual. You're unique. Uniquely you. When they grew old enough, goodly, lovely, angel, neatly, perfect, and Tacky went to school. Oh, do you go to school? Yep. I go to a lot of different schools. It's fun. They read books. They wrote their names. They learned their numbers. See, Tacky is unique. His is just perfect for him. One day at school, the penguins noticed a sign with an exciting announcement. Their class had been invited to take part in a great penguin cheering contest. Penguins from all over the iceberg would be there, and the team with the finest cheer would win shiny blue bow ties. Oh, I had a friend, he used to wear bow ties. Maybe he still does. I don't know. Imagine what they could do with shiny blue bow ties. Are they all imagining the same thing? Nope. I think Tacky's is the most unique. It's original. Maybe that's the O word we should use. Instead of odd, we can just say Tacky's original. Right after school, goodly, lovely, angel, neatly, and perfect hurried away to practice their cheer. Softly and properly they began. 1, 2, 3 left. 1, 2, 3 right. Stand up, sit down, say good night. I don't know if they snored. They did it beautifully, even the first time through. Wow. That's pretty impressive. And they all look just exactly alike. Then up waddled Tacky a little late and a little loud. What's happening? He blared. We're practicing our cheer. That's what's happening, they replied. 1, 2, 3 left. 1, 2, 3 right. Stand up. Sit down. Say good night. Tacky gave it a try. 1, 2, 3 left. ABC right. Flop down. Not the same. Do you still like it? I still like it. Roll over. Say what's for supper. Tacky, they said patiently, we are a team, and if you are on the team, you must be exactly like the rest of us. I have to stop for a minute. Do you have to be exactly like the rest of your team? No. Can you imagine if on a football team everybody was the person who threw the ball? I'm not sure they would be very successful. You need people to catch and people to block and people to kick. I think those are all the things they do, but they can't all do exactly the same thing. He wanted very much to be on the team, so Tacky tried to cooperate and move with a stiff upper beak like the rest of them. But how could he see where he was going with the stiff upper beak in the way? Look at them. If you're always being snooty with your beak or your nose in the air, you might bump into a tree or a car or a person. That would be very silly. Your sticky pages. Oh, I know that they're there. Aha, got it. And directions were not always easy. 1, 2, 3 left. 1, 2, 3 left. 1, 2, 3 left. 1, 2, 3 left. Where is everybody? He wondered. He He was going in circles. Sometimes people put their left blinker on when they're driving, and I think they're maybe going around the world, just to the left. Tacky had trouble coming up with the proper costume. Look at that. I think Tacky makes a pretty good Santa and a pretty silly Easter bunny. Look at those. Very festive, I think. And his pom-poms were never quite right. Oh my goodness. I think Tacky's under there. I don't know. Would this team ever have the chance to win the shiny blue bow ties? What do you think? Yeah, I have a feeling they have a chance. The Penguins practiced and practiced and practiced and practiced until finally the day before the contest. 1, 2, 3 left, 1, 2, 3 right. Stand up, sit down, say good night. Tacky got it right. Look at that. He has that in him. He knew how to do the whole cheer. Oh, Tacky. The next morning, teams from all over the iceberg gathered for the great penguin cheering contest. Each team waited nervously to perform, but no team was more nervous than Tacky's. Could he do it right just one more time? Do you smell something? I smell trouble. Maybe just mischief. The first team marched on stage. Pip, 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 rah! And the judges looked bored. Was that an interesting cheer? Pip, 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 pip. Yeah, maybe it was a little boring. Another team marched forth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sis boom pa, and backed off. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the judges yawned. Is that very exciting? It's good to count forwards and backwards, but is that a cheer? A third team chanted, wave the pom-pom, hold it high, bow politely, say goodbye. And the judges snored. Finally, there was only one team left, Tacky's. With quivering beaks, they faced the sleeping audience and the snoring judges. This was it. Are you feeling nervous? I'm feeling a little nervous. Not too nervous, because I read this book before. Goodly, lovely, angel, neatly and perfect, and Tacky began. 1, 2, 3. Oh, for crying out loud. The audience gasped, startled by Tacky's loud voice. The odd bird had tripped over the tails of his Hawaiian shirt and crashed belly down. Oh my goodness. Kaboom. I don't think his beak was too stiff. I think it might have been in the ice. His horrified teammates carried on. 1, 2, 3 right. Poor Tacky, now a bit muddled, pulled his sweater over his head. The sight of a headless penguin got the whole crowd laughing. Would you laugh? I would laugh. Stand up, sit down, say good night. By now, the crowd was on its feet begging for more. Bravo! That was great! Another cheer! What do you think they were cheering for? I think they were cheering for Tacky. I think they were not bored because Tacky was unique. He was original. Tacky poked his head out. Another cheer? Well, if they insisted. He gave them a second cheer. 1, 2, 3 left, A, B, C right. Flop down, roll over, say what's for supper. The crowd roared. The judges slapped each other on the back. And even the other penguin teams clapped wildly. More sticky pages. I wonder if Tacky Left some porridge on them. Soon Tacky led everyone in a third cheer. 1, 2, 3, yay! Rudy toot, toot, hooray! High flippers, we're okay. Penguins everywhere gave high flippers. There was no question who wore the shiny blue bow ties home. Tacky was an odd bird, but a nice bird to have around. Look at that. You lifted him up high because he was original. He was unique. He was himself. I think we should all just be ourselves. Sometimes I want to try to be like other people. Maybe I want glasses or hair or clothes or toys like other people. But then I think, nope. I'm, wrong one, happy being me. Even if I catch cold, I can still be myself. But maybe I would sound like that. I would sound a little bit sniffly. Make sure you wash your hands so you don't catch a cold. I have some more stories that I'll bring you a different day. But just remember, I'm thankful for you because you're original and unique, odd, special, and just you. We'll see you next time.